Hello friends, my name is Mayank Jain and you are watching my YouTube channel Code AI Gyan. So in this video we will understand what is the difference between list and tuples we generally use in Python programming language. So in Python programming language we have two different things, list and tuple, as you can see here. And list is defined uh, in a square bracket, which you can see here. And in the case of tuple, we have the round bracket, as you can see in the tuple. My tuple is equal to round bracket to 20 30, 10 20 30 values. And this is the mathematical representation, as or you can say how we define the list and the tuple. Then the key difference between these two things are, list is mutability, related to mutability. So mutability is what, in the list you can change any of the uh, inside value after the creation of the list. So it means that at any piece of time, if we define my list, as you can see here, you can define my list at the 0th index. You can modify this 10 to 50. Then my list will be carrying the element 50 20 30. But in the case of tuple, it is immutable in nature. So in the tuple you cannot change after the creation this value, right? So the value will be fixed and the content will be fixed, you cannot change. And second thing is, difference is syntax representation. So in the example of the square bracket and the in the case of list and tuple, you can see that the syntax is square, and in the case of list, and round bracket for in the case of tuple. And there are different data types are available within a list as well as in the tuple. And third thing is the methods. There are few methods. Dot append method means you can append any of the next value to the list. Dot extend, or means extend means you can extend any of the list inside the list. So in that way we actually extend that value. Dot remove means remove any of the values inside a particular list. And dot short, we can short inside the list. These are few methods which is generally used for data analysis side. So you can change different values at different piece of time. So this is the method related to the list. And in the case of tuple we have fewer method comparatively, means for the analysis we have lot of different methods associated with the list. Like we can define the length of within a list, or, and there are lot of methods for which we generally use for analysis purpose. And but in the case of tuple there are few, because you cannot change the value inside the tuple. So dot count method is there, dot index method. Dot count method basically count how many values we are having inside that tuple. And the index means dot index, if we make, so we can check what is the element value of element index value of uh, that object, or that element, right? So limitation only for inspection is there, means there are some certain limitations related to that, because we cannot change the value of inside that. So from the use case perspective, the list is a collection of item which changes with respect to time. We can modify any of the value, so it is showing like this. Now storing varied objects means very different objects we can store within a list. And the use cases of the tuple is, for the static data would not change, and faster processing and dictionary keys, means it is something like that. Suppose we are having a particular database and we are storing all those values, and we are not making change those values directly. So in such a scenario, suppose we are making some entry in a database, so we generally prefer a tuple kind of arrangement, because we don't wants to change the value when we are keeping those thing in a particular database. So that is the use case related to tuple. And in generally, if we compare the memory and the speed of that the list and tuple, the tuple are much faster, because we don't change the value inside that, and it is more efficient because we are not changing in between any value inside that. So on the other hand, in the case of list, it is slower compared to the tuples, right? Because in each iteration, if we want to fetch the record and we are modifying that record, so and due to which it shows lower processing. And the memory side also, it consume more, comparatively more memories, because we are changing different data types in between the processing. So that is the reason. So these are the basic difference related to list and tuples. So base yeah, thank you, thank you, be consistent.